What's good, fellow CEOs? Welcome to the Irony of Gaming. And today we're going to be starting the next act, which is Chapter 7. This one will be Act 3. Now, this one was pretty crazy on here. What was it? We had like what was it? Nayubin. So Nayubin turned out to be the main contact for Hilde, the mysterious contact, which was pretty insane right there. To Hilde's displeasure, she was thinking that it would be like someone else, but it turns out it was one of her old apprentices. So Nayubin seems to have his own type of agenda in trying to go save Ju Xiun, and we already seen that Ju Xiun did lose this fight that he had with Ray. So he's been kidnapped, chained up, and they're like experimenting with his blood. They apparently know that he has the dragon blood. So things have, like, the stakes have really started to go higher on this. And so basically Nayubin and Hilde teaming up and just annihilating wave after wave, that even one of the apostles, which is Lucretia, even she was like, you know, having a difficult time even trying to handle those two. I mean, we can assume that Lucretia is a apostle just because of what Hilde was saying that she had no wish to, you know, fight the apostles. So that might have been an indication right there that Lucretia is an apostle. We don't quite know yet right now of how many apostles is there. So there is a possibility that there is more than just one. We haven't yet seen what Mina was going to do, Mina and friends, yet, but I'm thinking that in the next act, that's exactly what they're going to go towards. So we're gonna see what's gonna go happen with this. But the story's getting much more intense for the main chapter. Now, this chapter right here, I would recommend that you guys pay close attention to, because last episode there was a lot to cover on that, and there are a lot of theories that were going around with it as well. There's also like a lot of like paying more attention to this particular act for chapter 7, like, you know, from act 1, 2, and 3, and yeah, even 4, like just basically the whole chapter. Things will start to make a lot more sense after this. Like, especially if you read the substreams, the counter cases, and later on within the main story, everything starts. You'll start to notice patterns, and everything will start to connect, like almost flawlessly, which is just amazing how it's amazing how the writer is so talented in being able to not miss the crucial details that they have written in the past. It's pretty amazing stuff right there. But we're gonna start this up. Chapter 7, Seeker of Truth. And we are going to go with Act 3. Act 3 may be a little bit lengthy, but it depends on how quick that they can go with this. Because depending on how quick they can go on this, we may be able to do 2 acts of this. So we'll see what's going on with that. But now you guys already know the drill already. For, like, you know, if I'm going to talk about anything spoiler related or mention any of the substreams, I'm going to count down from 5 seconds, and that's going to give you guys enough time to mute the video. Once I'm talking about what I'm talking about, I'm going to rotate my mouse just like this, in a circle like that, and then that'll give you the signal to unmute the video, and then we can continue on. Also too, I also have to follow a rule that basically whenever I start like missions like these or whatnot, I have to only use units that is part of the same squad. Now, there may be some times where I may have to use another unit from another squad, which I like to call a collaborative effort, and, you know, just to get through specific parts. This has only happened a few times, but it was only like later throughout the basically the higher level stories within, the main stories up there. So, higher chapters. But so far, we didn't really have to do anything with this one yet. But that could always change, because back in the day, episode 7 was pretty challenging a little bit. They were pretty tanky. But as what things are now, with how the leveling up system is with the 120s, that could be drastically different now. It's kind of like I guess you could think of it like as like Goku in Super fighting the Ginyu Force back in Z, in the Z series. It would be complete slaughter. But anyways, let's continue with this. Act 3. Hold on, before I do anything, let me check something real quick. All right. All right, everything's looking good. Dude, can you imagine Genua acting this insane and getting ready to attack you? Like, jeez. Oh, that's a creepy look right there. Holy crap. That would be a perfect thumbnail. Ah, interesting. Oh, right. She doesn't use she doesn't have a sheath for it. It did a long time ago. Huh. I've never noticed its owner ever having a sheath for it. Or its original owner, I mean. You might be able to get it back. Okay. I think I know. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it would make sense. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, it would make sense. Okay. Don't pay me any mind. I'm just thinking about like 20 different things. Oh wow, that's interesting that he immediately knew exactly what they were saying. But then again, so so what's interesting, right, is I think the way that he knew was because so Ju Yoon, he has a really, really good hearing. Now the thing is, um, I don't think that they may have said this in the previous chapters. However, one thing that I know 100% is that if you look into the counter cases, because the counter cases they pretty much I would always recommend you guys to read those because they connect with the main story, and there are certain contexts that you may miss if you don't read the counter cases. They're not like super important. However, they can fill in the blanks or explain better with context on why specific things happen or how did a character know this or why did a character do something like this or why they think the way that they do. The counter cases pretty much give you it's like a dossier in a way. A dossier that tells you a few interesting things about them, and there may be some cases too where some foreshadowing of another awakened unit could happen. Um, I have a few theories on a few other characters who I think may get awakens just because of that counter case thing, but who knows, you know? But yeah, it definitely gives a lot of details. But in this particular case, in the counter case, it mentions an interesting ability that Jushiun has. I think you guys can already check it out too on my channel because I think I made a video on this because I made a few videos of Ju Yoon, Yumina, and Seo Yoon. So whenever you're free or whatever, feel free to check it out. But yeah, Ju Yoon has some interesting abilities. Hmm? Ah, Mina and crew is here. Okay, so we're gonna do something a bit different because I know last episode we was using 6 wings like crazy. It was 6 wings day. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do? Who are we gonna use this time? You know what? We're gonna check Fenrir. What? I want to use Fenrir squad. It's either Fenrir squad or who do I want to use? Well, this is interesting. Wait a minute. Hold on. Why is he not here? Where's the other Roy? Uh-oh. Looks like they forgot to add him on there. But then again, hold on. Wait a minute. If that is the case, wait. Where's Maze? Let me see Maze. Where's... Oh, the Fenrir Division. Okay, so Fenrir Division is here. Yeah, we could go with Fenrir Division. Okay, so we'll go with Fenrir Division. But what I am curious to see, though, is where is... Ah, okay. I see. But see, this would make sense because because this is technically the same character or whatnot because it's one and the same. Even with her rearm, even though her rearm is different. But in Roy's case, Roy is supposed to be here. He's supposed his next form. He's supposed to be right here because there's an SSR version of him. So technically, this is supposed to say 5. Interesting. I'm wondering if they forgot. Maybe? Or they might have some type of plan. Huh. Uh-oh. What am I doing? Sorry. Yeah, 3 and Mina and team. Because this is, like this is basically his form. His other SSR. Where are you, Roy?
맡겨주시죠. 다칠 것 같으면 뒤로 물러서.
Yeah, see? That's his form. He's supposed to be with the institution, but he's not even listed on the list of it. That's very odd. I think that they might have just made a mistake, maybe. They might have left him there, or could be something intentional. Which would be, oh, you know what? I got an idea on something. Maybe he'll have his own team. with a few other units that we're familiar with. That would be interesting. Maybe this was intentional. Something to think about. Alright, so we're gonna start with Fenrir Division.
이것만 맞추면 스승님을 볼 수 있는 거지? 잘 부탁드립니다, 여러분.
제 장기를 발휘할 시간이네요.
Wait, do I have more copies of Nayuben? No.
오늘 신기록 좀 세어볼까?
제가 나설 차례네요. 지켜봐 주시길.
Wait, was the Shieldman also in here? I ended up forgetting. I think that they were. Yeah, they were. Okay. You know, I wonder if they have like a filter for me to completely determine whether they, you know, who's part of what, like what squad that they're with. I don't think they have anything in place with that yet. No, see, they got like tactical update and stuff. That would be so much easier, so I don't have to always, you know, look into the collections list. So many units. All right, defender. There we go.
맡겨만 주시죠.
My goodness, that took so long. Okay, so wait, she's a level 1. I selected the wrong one. Okay, hold on. Where is she? There we go.
이것만 맞추면 스승님을 볼 수
You know
있는
what?
거지?
I might as well not get confused by that again. Oh, she's done. What? I'm gonna have to get rid of that copy. Okay. Alright, that should be fine. Oh, guys, by the way, they did an interesting change, a rework with some of the characters, the operators. Some pretty crazy stuff. Like this one right here is pretty funny, but I don't have a support for this one yet. So, well, for this particular team, so we can't really use her, unfortunately. We can't really use like most of them for the one that has the rework, but alright, it's whatever. We'll just use it for
다들 알아서
the...
잘하겠죠?
Oh wait, we got 2 of them, right? So we can just do this. I mean, it may be a little bit overpowered, but it is what it is, you know?
뛰어다니기만 했는데.
I mean, this might be overkill, but it is what it is. I think I forgot to put gear on some of them. me check something real quick. Okay, good. Yeah, category 4s is a big deal. Of course. That ended up ticking her off. The uncyclable garbage. Yo thinks this is a theme park. The Mina squad.
조무래기들에게 겁먹을 쏘냐?
이쪽
걱정 말고
길목은 비었네요.
내 뒤에
감사합니다.
딱 붙어있어.
제가 먼저 시작하죠.
저지합니다.
구름 속으로
걸려들었구나.
파고들게요. 응전합니다.
맞았나? 맞았나?
흩어져라. 파고들게요. 마음 안의 손끝으로 눈을 고정합니다.
받아라! 이거 이렇게 누르면 되는 거
맞았나? 맞았나?
자!
승신이 당해지진 않을
I
겁니다.
guess we killed him too fast.
수면하게
마지막! 받아라! 승리가 눈앞에 있어요. 뭐야? 또 있다고?
파헤쳐보자. 만물의 가름이 있어 필요한 것은
승리가 눈앞에 있어요. 죽여버려!
파헤쳐보자.
승신이 당해지진 않을 겁니다.
이번 한합으로 정점에 있는
이시연 스트라이커!
맞았나?
리액티브 소울! 출력 전개!
흩어져
Hold on 1 second. Let's increase it a little bit.
저지합니다.
자, 가볼까?
또 있다고?
Ah, I didn't know Mina was gonna come in here. Forgot about that.
그를 파헤쳐보자. 나도 해낼 수 있어.
이거 이렇게 누르면 되는 거 맞지? 받아라!
Oh look, Titan's here too. Why is she showing up at the end though?
자!
내 안에 잠재된 모든 경험. 파헤쳐보자.
승신이 당해지진 않을 겁니다.
우리가 눈앞을 한번 이시연 스트라이커! 일망타진이다!
Man, that was a lot of them. Titan in the house. backup options. She said, "Fly to the Fenrir squad." Oh my god. She's trying to set her up for destruction. Setting her up for disaster.
이 모든 건 관리국의 미래를 위해서야. 어? 관리국이 아니라고?
Interesting sword. Yeah, pretty much. The sword has a scent now, or it can sense things like a scent. Someone else is living in your head, huh? You know, I wonder what the inscriptions say on the blade. Is that what its name is on there? Like the inscriptions on it is its name written on it? Or yeah, that would be interesting. I think we're going to use the institution.
늙은이가 껴도 되겠지?
제가 매혹적이란 건 알고 있으니까.
Like technically he's
다칠
supposed to
것
be
같으면 뒤로
in
물러서.
the institution. Not quite sure why he's not there, but what we will do, just in case, well, I mean, we might as well do it, is add Roy on there too. Oh, there we go.
또 내가 나서줘야겠네.
I have what is it? A what if skin. You know, they probably should make a story like with the what if skins. I think that would be pretty cool. Because I mean, they did do it for a few of them, so they might as well do all of them. Or is it just one of them? No, it's like two of them that they did that for. And one has an actual legitimate story.
분부하신 대로.
Okay, I should probably do something about that. Because wait, is she attack speed or? Oh, interesting. I got an idea. Alright, might as well.
제 품위에 맞는 물건이네요.
I think he's skill haste. No, he's not. HP, huh? Yeah, we could use this.
요원이라면
I'm not worried
자기
about it.
장비는 자기가 챙겨야지.
I would think that he's attack speed. Maybe.
산뜻해 보이겠군요.
He might be skill haste.
좋은 센스야.
이런 건 처음
Oh,
봐요.
wait. Where'd she go?
뛰어다니기만 했는데.
Oh, I ended up replacing them.
또 내가 나서줘야겠네.
너무 넉넉히 쳐다보지 말아주세요.
Yeah, that should be fine. This might be challenging. Split into two, huh? Very clever, Mika. Yep, back to square one. Or in this case, square zero. Alright, here we go.
몸 등장! 이 몸이 나가신다.
봐드리겠습니다.
이젠 제 차례예요. 각자
나가보시지.
엉망입니다.
이렇게
레드 카펫.
나도 해낼 수 있어.
우리 앞에서 당신을
보여주지. 나도 해낼 수 있어. 고작 이 정도로 싹 치워줄게. 이젠 제 차례예요.
아플 수 있습니다.
나도 해낼 수 있어.
레드 카펫.
대신성 무장을 필요해.
일망 다
나이스. Very reassuring. Ooh. Uh-oh. Category 4, huh? Huh. So wait a minute. If this whole area is a ship, would that mean that this is a, and he said that the sage, right? Hold on, just in case. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, for those of you who didn't mute the video, so if this Empire area is resembling the layout of a ship, would that mean that this is one of the coffin ships? So, if the coffin ships were meant to keep the demon lords at bay and to keep their Clypha dimensions at at wave's length, would that mean that since they said that the coffin ships can get corrupted and which can cause an expansion of the Clypha dimension? So if that's the case, would that mean that this is one of the coffin ships, which is the coffin ship of Nehemoth? It makes you think too just how large exactly is the coffin ships, unless is each one a different size? Like, we know of a coffin 6 one, and we know, like, how large that ship is, but what if there are larger coffins, specifically not meant to traveling, but for acting in place as like a impenetrable fortress of some kind, meant to try and keep the demon lords back or prevent the CounterSide from completely decimating the entire world? It's very interesting. An arc. I commend thee, Coffin of Nehemoth.
절 이겨보겠다고
Interesting.
몸부림치는
Okay.
것도 꽤 볼만하네요.
Coffin of Nehemoth. Wow, we are really going through this pretty fast. Actually, hold on, let me check. Okay, yeah, it's like a reasonable time. Protege. Alright, let's see. Who else do we want to play? You know, honestly, I don't really think they're that powerful. Just because of how strong my units are. What I am going to do, what I might do, let's use the replacers.
분함과 동기화 완료. 지금
가만 앉아 있을 수 없지.
쓸만한 녀석들이면 좋겠는데.
나더러 남들 뒷공문이나 졸졸 따라다니라고.
힘이 필요해?
만족스럽고
이거 나랑 상성이 꽤 좋은데?
Yeah, we go
이번
Haze.
건 좀 튼튼하길 바랄게.
That's interesting how she can hear him. Is that like a form of telekinesis, or maybe hidden speakers within the arc? Valkyrie melee response focus blade. Mina's getting pretty confident. She's like, I don't care if you're category 4, you be a category 5.
고개를 조아려.
The results will all be the same.
실력을 평가해 주지.
당신이 나설 수 있어? 실컷 애써봐라.
한심하긴.
출중 건방지게 적성 캐치 포기야
뭐하니?
동력 나도 해낼 수 있어. 동력 충전과
한심하긴.
모든 전투원
That was quite the attack.
가소롭다. 전투 시퀀스 종료. 관리자 보상을
Not
요구하겠다.
bad. At least a category 4. Who would have thought the master becomes the employee? Huh. Wait a minute. I wonder, was I wrong on what I said before? I could have sworn he mentioned something about the hearing within the counter case as well. I gotta recheck that again. But I do know he does mention it a few times within the story. This might be another one of those. I guess in chapter 7 he mentions it too. Why? Why? What? Kimhana, no. I don't think that's how it works. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I can just pretend, and then all of a sudden you magically become an adult. I don't think that works, Kimhana. Unless she's just lying, just so she could just trick him into thinking that, and then he'll just keep pretending. Then I guess it's a clever tactic. But I mean, eventually he's just gonna figure it out.
지옥에 가긴 아직 이른가 보군.
Perhaps it's too early for me to go to hell. I don't think I ever seen him say that before. Interesting. Interesting. The thickest strain. It's almost as if she's saying that it's like some type of virus. So the more they are aware of it, the stronger the impulse becomes. So a mere thought of it could trigger it. Uh-oh, so it looks like he's on a time limit now. A much shorter one. Uh-oh. Don't like where this is going. The one who made the Seeker drive himself to madness in his Kaleshas, we call the Cursed Wolf. So you're saying, so according to Lucretia, she's saying that the Cursed Wolf is responsible for the Seeker of doing that? She's the source of the Dragon Blood's curse. By design. Bum 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 bum.
전원, 침식파에 노출되지 않게 주의하도록.
We'll just use Maze Division.
인사는 생략하겠다. 제군. 우리 오래오래 보자 얘들아.
Oh, are you serious? They consider her a duplicate? Okay. I mean, sure, I guess that's fair. Ah, she found him. Covered in blood. You're covered in blood. So is it your own blood or is this someone else's? Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea. Because from what Hilde said, if you kill it, then the original owner dies as well.
프로토콜 재편성. 귀찮지만 어쩔 수 없지.
잘 따라와.
전투 개시.
후임이 승인돼. 상대해주지.
보여지지.
묵직하게 해봐.
Whoa, look at all that fire.
원하는 전투 시스템.
I don't remember this ever being like that.
전투 화력을 집중하라. 이걸로 끝을 내주지. 우리의 공격 충전 완료. 모든 전투원 출격 준비 완료. 영역 확장. 지금이야.
엄살 부리지.
동력 충전 완료.
찍어주마.
모든 전투원 화력이 부족하고 적성 개체. 동력 충전 완료.
묵직하게 해봐.
Man, this guy's pretty tough.
전투 화력을 집중하라. 동력 충전 완료. 적성 격체 완전 침묵.
Nice.
따뜻한 식사와
Wow, he got Alex down to half her health. Impressive. At the bottom of the abyss. take revenge on you. Really? So there's some truth to this? Oh, that is creepy. Man, that is one of the creepiest images. Yeah, you're in a crazy predicament.
저를 투입하신 보람이 있었길 바랍니다, 관리자님.
Even if there's no right answer. Power of the Dragon Blood grows stronger, grows more potent with each generation. Their souls are being forged in the crucible of the dragon blood, forever fettered to the purgatory. So even through death, they're still stuck in some type of limbo. She's really starting to get to him. Uh-oh. Even the lost souls that suffered in death will rise again as part of the dragon. This is pretty cool artwork as well. This looks like a... Looks almost as large as a desert eagle. Or maybe... The way the lines are right here. Maybe a much bigger version of a... what is it? M1911, and a desert, and with the handle right there, maybe parts of a desert eagle mixed together. I don't know. What do you guys think it looks like? Besides it being a pistol, it looks like it's a mixture of two real world weapons. Oh man, I remember seeing this and I was just like, oh shit. I was like, damn, she really getting getting within his head like that? And boom, pulls the trigger. What a cliffhanger right there. Perfect cliffhanger too. And I think this is a perfect time to end it here. But man, it was a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff right there. I mean, she's spitting some interesting things about the Kaleshas and the dragon. And honestly, I still have some more questions on this dragon and whatnot. And what would exactly happen if somebody were to go the route of the dragon and whatnot and just become it. It's very interesting. Very curious to see what would happen. But this is a perfect cliffhanger right here. And they spouted some really interesting stuff too. The dragon blood wanted to take revenge on the wolf. Wonder why. But yeah, this is a great cliffhanger right here. And we'll start the final act next time. But before I end it here, we'll play a little bit of PvP. I think I'm going to go with the same team like I did last time. I forgot what I put on Alex though. I think I gave her like HP or something like that, right?
내 몸값보다 비싸겠는데?
I'm sure that they probably made up some other teams or whatnot. So I don't know if the same team is gonna work a second time, but we'll see. I do want to create another build though. I have a few ideas on what I want to do, but I'll figure something out. Hey, we're facing Alex.
언니, 오빠들 잘 부탁드립니다.
Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do here? So Alex is gonna be right there, right? Okay. Then we'll just do that.
고개를 조아려라.
노스텔자 고맙다.
Oh. Uh-oh.
가즈라 모두 우리를 도와줘.
시시한 채로
뜨거우니 조심해.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try and get Levia out before Noelle goes crazy on us. I hope she doesn't get queen, otherwise we're gonna be in big trouble. Okay, cool. We got Levia out. Nice, nice.
이해하지
Ooh,
못하는데요.
now you been, huh? Okay. We got this. I just gotta summon Ray before Nayubin takes Levia down. Nice, perfect. Queen should be able to kill Noelle. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Thankfully, Levia is still right there. Ah, shit. We might be in trouble. We might be in trouble. Uh-oh.
발버둥쳐 보세요.
Yeah, we might be in trouble. Uh-oh. And she's right here and I can't do anything about it. Oh, that sucks.
싸우지 마세요.
Yeah, if I could be able to switch her quickly, I could then summon Nayubin, build up a bit more time, and then be able to summon Levia again on there. But that'll happen. You know, that's one of the things that I do hope, because I usually say this all the time, but I really do hope that they really implement that feature someday, where we're able to just cycle through our units, because it can really change the course of the match. I mean, yeah, it can change the course of the match, but it wouldn't really make like that much of a difference. That's why I think it's a good idea to add that into the PvP. So I'm hoping someday that they'll be able to do that.
오빠, 우리 힘내봐요.
All right, let's see. Let's try it again.
달빛이 충만하네. 돈 벌러 가볼까? 물리적 해머라. 여우굴 확보 완료.
Oh, perfect.
작전 개시.
So rather than me summoning Ray, I'm just gonna summon Nayubin.
시한 채로. 괜찮아. 제공권 이해하지 마세요. 어차피 사라질 테니까.
And then, oh, close enough. All right, so now I'm gonna summon Papa Yaga, and we might win this. There we go.
친구들을 부르자.
시시한 채로.
Okay.
인류의 의지가 내 뒤를 지키고 있어. 회갑을
진심이야?
돌아볼 필요도 없어.
언니 없어볼게.
대박인데요?
저 많이 칭찬해 주실 거죠?
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of the PvP. You know, I gotta do another video on the another one of the lengthy PvP matches. I definitely need to do one of those because I think it's a little overdue. But yeah, that will be it for this video right here. But also too, guys, I do have other games that I do play now and then. You can check it in the playlist section below. Well, you can check it in the playlist section, but I'll have a link in the description below. And I also have a music channel as well, and I also have was it dedicated gaming shorts playlist as well. Well, yeah, shorts channel, but yeah, you can check that one out. I'll have a link in the description below. It's Irony of Gaming Shorts. But yeah, I got some pretty cool stuff uploaded on there, so feel free to check that out. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Also, we are gonna get, was it the new gacha game from B-Side, Star Savior, tomorrow. So that's gonna be an interesting one right there. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Catch you later.